everyone. Let's look at the case study reflection. Let's do a week after you do your facilitation of the case study in class. You will notice that there is a template for a rubric, and it goes through the criteria that you're supposed to include in your reflection, which we're going to go through now so you hopefully understand it better. First part is, and it's worth 5 marks, is to hand in the case study facilitation process template, and it looks like this with your own notes on it, etc. And the peer and self-evaluation form, which looks like this. And you'll have 3 or 4 of those depending on how many are in your group, and maybe 5 if there's 5 in your group, because you do the self one yourself. And then you just put the case study number so we know I know what case study you were doing. Then you're going to think about and reflect on the actual process you did to facilitate, the questions you asked, how you listened, how you talked, to help the group to identify and discriminate the facts of the case. And that's in the second section of the rubric, and this is all worth 10 marks, what I'm going through now. Also help the group identify the major dilemmas or problems in the case study. What facilitation techniques and listening and questioning did you do to help the group consider and present various perspectives in the case study? Help the students discuss solutions and recommendations, and consider consequences of the consensed group solution they came up with and recommendations. In this section, when you do write it up, make sure you include 3 resources that we posted on the facilitator's template for you to look at to know how to do facilitation skills, which you probably already had but hadn't had them labeled. If you're going to cite 3 resources, please do that if you start to use the vocabulary that you learned. So the next section, which is worth 5 marks, is to summarize how the facilitation process increased your teaching skills. Make sure you include examples. Include the effectiveness of preparing the template ahead of time. Was that helpful or not? Then the next section, which is worth 5 marks, is to describe your facilitation skills. What you learned about your skills, how well you did, what you would improve, and to look at what you want to improve, please look at your peer and self-evaluations that the folks have filled out for you, and also give examples. Remember to give evidence whenever you describe something. And in conclusion, the write-up can be under each criteria if you wish to make them headings, or any way you wish to write it up to make it clear what you're reflecting and what you're reflecting about. I hope that's helpful. Talk soon.